Quiet Man, one of the best movies ever made, if you believe the list compiled by the New York Times. They have a list of 1,000 best movies ever made, and The Quiet Man is among them. And you could see why, because John Wayne, in the title role of Sean Thornton, a retired boxer, is very good. Then you have John Ford as director, a good story, and there you are. You have a film worth watching. On the other hand, for future compilations, I don't think this will make it. And I'm thinking of attitudes which were the norm in the past. They're not acceptable anymore. And then there's a tendency to demolish statues, which makes sense in many cases, from slave owners and people with some merits. They gave money to the city, but then with such loathsome past acts that it's not worth having the statues except in museums. There's a more complicated debate on this, so I will not get into that. But since things are works of art, figures, ex-heroes, now anti-heroes are re-evaluated, this will happen with movies. And there is a scene in The Quiet Man wherein he's taking his wife basically by the hair at times. Anyway, he's dragging her through the village to see and confront her brother, his brother-in-law, her brother, for the money, for the dowry which she feels she deserves, she's entitled to, it's hers. And since her husband, Sean Thornton, is not doing something about it, she's ashamed. She's in fact in the train about to depart when he comes riding a horse to get her back, and then, as I said, drag her through the village. Alright, so you want me to fight him? I will fight him if that's what it takes. So yes, we get why he's doing this. She has exaggerated, he has done wrong, but now with the Me Too movement, I don't think this is an acceptable scene. If you will, I don't think this will be there among the best movies ever made. It will be replaced by Parasite, say. Until, of course, they find that director who said he's a weirdo, or I don't know how he put it. He said he's a fucking strange man. They find the director has, I don't know, a fetish for something not politically correct, and then there you go. That's expelled too. So the story is a classic one in many ways. Thornton, we don't see this from the beginning, but somewhere in the middle, I guess, we learn has been a very good fighter, and in one boxing match he was so good that he killed his opponent, literally. So overcome by this phenomenon, I'm using water to have him stop before we die. If he screams the way he likes, we'll die with blood flowing from ears. It's an extreme scream. Maybe he will give wait, a small sample for us to admire it. So he's going back to the village where he was born, buys the place. There is humor You'll regret it, by the way, for instance. You'll regret it till the day you die, if you live that long, something like that. The Borgias were more generous when this guy is not given drink. There are quite a few jokes around alcohol and drinking, which is something locals do a lot. Amusingly, they also have America prohibition. They're very pure. When man and a woman go out before marriage, they have to go with this matchmaker, and they separated. There's a decorum to be observed, and yes, as I said, it's interesting. Now about that particular scene, which takes some time, dragging, literally and figuratively, on this wrong side of our standards today. There's a lot to like, but as I said, I'm not sure how that will work with a hero who has this really dark side.